Hi guys, what's up? Alex here. Today we are here with the second round of my GP3 2011 Championship. Obviously random grids, so now we're starting in P20 with 4 laps of the Nurburgring short circuit, or the national circuit, whatever it's called. We get a fairly decent start, quite a lot of wheel spin in first, so we're trying to shift up the gears as fast as possible. And we couldn't really get a great setup. I mean, I did a couple of test runs here, so I decided to stick with the standard setup, and that might be my downfall in this race. Is obviously there are a couple of long straights here going to turn 1. There's a tiny bit of contact to the car on the left hand side, and even more unfortunate than the last episode, I haven't got my little box in the bottom right hand side of the screen. And in the next round I will be turning on the name tag, so it just makes it easier for everybody to know who is who. But we've got an Arden right in front of us here, we've got a Status, and I don't even know what the black and red car is. I think they must have only been in the championship for like 1 year, or maybe they're still in the championship, but I changed the livery or something. I don't know. But Status just put it around the outside, and he's trying to keep it stuck there, and he has. The number 6 car has made a position, and now we've got somebody attacking down the inside. Who is it? I think it might be the number 70. That's the number 70 car. I thought it was number 13 car for a second there. But there's action all around. I think number 6 might be Lucas Vanovich, if I remember correctly, because I think I think he was sponsored by Marussia, if I remember correctly. But we're under big pressure here, going up to the fast left, right, and he's trying to dive to the outside there. I don't know whether that's going to work. The car behind me is really having to back out of it there, because there is no way you're fitting too wide through that turn. It is always going to end up in a crash. And actually, we went backwards on this first lap here. I think we started in 20th, if I remember correctly, and we're down to P22, so that is not good whatsoever. They're going down to turn 1. We've just got no straight line speed. We've got multiple cars coming past us, including an Arden, but we're really late on the brakes, a bit too optimistic actually, and we're making a bit of contact with the Status car, and we're just trying to push our way through the middle there, and we get that done actually, but we run wide on the next corner, but we keep it all intact, just about. And now straight down the inside once again, I'm going for these optimistic moves. We've got a Marussia of Adrian Quaid Hobbs, and also a Yenza cars here to our right hand side, but they're dispatched off. We drive around the outside, but Quaid Hobbs comes back, and he just gets it down the inside. We've got another person diving down the inside. Can we make it stick around the outside? I think we did. We've just about managed to get it. There's a bit of contact there, as you saw, a slid mid-corner, a bit of grass on the exit of the corner as well. That is up to P16. All that great racing and only P16. I've only made up a couple of positions off the start as well. Over my starting position, I should say, not over the start, whatever. It's been a pretty crazy, hectic start, and hopefully we can get into more positions. I mean, obviously the straight line speed is an issue, but hopefully we can make that up through the corners from having that extra downforce. Now throwing it through the quick left-right before we go onto the final corner of the lap. I can't see exactly what car is in front, but that is going to be our next target obviously, and really we just need to try and bring back from a bad situation and try and get a top 10 finish and some sort of points is going to be pretty key for me here. Now obviously the straight line speed is a big disadvantage, or having a lot of downforce is a big disadvantage, so I think defend massively on the inside there. Slightly locking at my front right wheel into turn 1, but luckily it didn't make too much of a problem. And I think now we have got actually a Lotus ART in front of us here, not sure exactly which one, who's diving out inside. Not too good with the 2011 liveries, but I do realise this is James Cardo right in front of us here with the Racing Step Foundation sponsorship on his car, and we're going to try and look to the inside here. I think we got the Carlin, and we're trying to get down the inside, or maybe it's actually it might be an Ocean, I don't even know, but I think it is a Carlin, because I think that was Tom Dillman we just passed. And now we're in the pack for some points. Obviously this pack here, there's a bit of a contact. One of the Yenza cars makes a bit of contact, and a Bar Radax has squeezed onto the grass there, and actually the Yenza actually got back onto the track. Number 7 doing a good job there, actually rejoining after the contact, and he's right up behind Collado. He's going to be hoping to get some sort of position here. Collado hasn't actually scored points yet. You'd have expected him to be up there, as we've dived it down the inside up into P14. We're going to be going on to the last lap. There's some sort of accident with Collado, as he was really looking to make time. He made a bit of a mistake, and that's actually promoted us up into P13, as the Yenza really was struggling through that final couple of corners there. but it's really now make or break whether you can get some points here. 13th place, obviously we need to make up a couple of positions to really get us in the points. Throwing it down the inside with Bar Adex, and actually got an Arden in front. The front tyres looking up wherever we look now. Then the Arden just has so much more grip turning into the corners. We ran side by side. James Colado's got past that Bar Adax, and we're actually running into a group of cars. That's one of them, that's a Status. We've got an Arden there, and actually a couple of other cars directly in front. So all with a bit of contact there, the Arden pushes us off the racetrack, and now 3 cars have got past us from that one little accident. Maybe a 4th around the outside. I think that's the Bar Adax. Actually, I don't know what that car is. Coming around the outside, looking for a position. Actually, there was a bit of contact there as I slightly moved to the left-hand side to defend. I didn't realise he had maybe got his front wing alongside. So a bit of contact there. We throw it down the inside of Collada. A bit of contact with number 4. I'm not too exactly sure who that was. It might have been Lucas Vanovic. It might have been Da Costa, but I think Da Costa's actually up the order a little bit if I remember correctly. So that's actually P10 for us there. Can we get another position, which would be P9, and obviously one more valuable point for the championship? Let's see, we've got one corner, unless he makes a mistake, I really doubt it. Final corner, trying to hit the apex perfectly, trying to get a good run. We have a good run, but sadly it's not enough to declare us in P9 or P10. So P10 is 1 point to add to our 6 points from the last race, so that's 7 points in total for us here. So not anything amazing in that race, but coming through from outside the top 20, or was it 20th? I can't even remember where I started now. So to come through all that way is pretty good. And now to see the standings, obviously you got people like Vinio, Harrianto, Daly after winning the last races all the way down there as well. But there's the winner, Paqueta, Zim in second, Lane, Evans, Da Costa, Bottas, Amber, Nunez, Williamson, and then myself in 10th. So that means the championship is as stands. So overall, it's looking like a great championship. Be sure to tune in to the next episode in about a week's time. It should be really, really good. But until then, it's been Alex, I'm out of here. Goodbye.